So you found yourself in the market for an action camera, whether just to enjoy your rides, to do motovlogging, or in case of an insurance claim. Now, in my opinion, there's two options. There's the GoPro Hero 5 Black, which does 4K, and is of course everyone's favourite, and is recommended, which is what everyone says about wearing a GoPro and not just an action camera. Or you can go nice and cheap down the route of the ThiEYE i60E, which also does 4K, but comes in a price of about £35 compared to £235. Let's see which one's better, shall we? Alright, now let's start with the GoPro Hero 5 Black. The reason I've started with the 5 and not one of the new ones is you actually save money over basically simple additions or removals from the spec. You have a nice screen on the front which shows when you're recording, which starts with just a push button there. As you can see, the light comes on, it makes a noise, and it shows you recording. You wait to stop recording. There you go, it saves and then turns off again. There's a lovely 2-inch LCD screen on the back, as you can see. This camera will support 4K 30 FPS. It'll also do 1440 at 60 frames a second. And anything down to 720p at 240 frames a second for those slow-mo shots, which aren't quite HD, but are just enough to get that nice, smooth slow motion that you want. It does 12 megapixel stills. It's supported by USB 3.0, which I wish I knew when I bought it because it didn't come with a cable, so I still had to buy one like an idiot. So if you get a second-hand one, make sure it comes with a cable, and if not, a USB 3.0 will cost you all of about £5 off of Amazon. It comes with Super View, which means instead of your standard ratio being about here, you get a lovely wide view like you do on this camera, which means you can see a lot more of the road. It does make things seem a lot further away, but it's a lot nicer to use. You also get image stabilization on anything below 4K, which is the reason I preferred this camera to the ThiEYE. The microphone itself does a great job of blocking out wind noise, as I shall show in this clip recorded on E's Little Rosie. Now, both of these cameras, I've not used any audio recording equipment with them. This is purely what they sound like as the camera. I'd love this as a motovlogging camera, but I personally disagree with one small thing, which is that you can't just plug a microphone directly into it. You have to get the £50 GoPro adapter, which, being a tight bastard that I am, thus the reason of a budget channel, is out of my budget. For now. I could afford it, but I just can't bring my heart to spend £50 for an adapter, which is the only reason there's no motovlogs yet recorded with this absolute beauty of a camera. The question is, though, is that worth £200 more than the ThiEYE? Which brings us to the ThiEYE i60E. Yet again, about the same size as the GoPro Hero Black 5. Both do 4K, but of which of both 4K 30, then it goes down to 1080 60. Yet again, 12 megapixel stills. 170 degree super wide view on there. It also has a 2-inch screen, not LCD, but it still has a lovely 2-inch screen there. You can also do Wi-Fi with that button there, turn the volume up and down. Watch out, you do occasionally mute it. It runs just off a standard micro USB like your phone charger, unless you've got an Apple, in which case it runs off of something else. The whole package comes with 2 batteries, that's £35. The GoPro itself, mine came with 1 battery, but like I said, I bought mine second hand with a load of parts, or a load of adjustable bits like that for it, like accessories and bits. Both of which have apps to use with it. This doesn't have stabilisation. You will notice with the clip I'm about to show you now, which has my wife wearing it on her helmet the day we started using it, just to test out the 4K. The reason I'm testing 4K is it's the best quality of both, so it can give you a rough idea of how well they work. I'll also put up a clip for the GoPro with stabilisation, as sadly the ThiEYE i60E does not utilise stabilisation. The screen comes out on the ThiEYE GoPro Hero. What the fuck? Let's see how the screen comes out on the GoPro Hero 5 Black. As you can see, lovely LCD screen. You've got your resolutions, which is, it's a touchscreen by the way, which are 4K, 2.7K, 2.7K 4x3, 1440, 1080. Well, you can read the rest, can't you? So as it says, you have 4K at 30 frames a second. Sorry, I've got greasy fingers. You've got 240, 120, 100, 90, 80, 60, 48, 30 and 24 frames a second, which vary on the quality you want to use. There's wide, which is only, in this one, hold on, let me set up for the 1080 and I'll show you the variations. So you've got your wide view, your super view, as you can see, shows it a lot wider. You've got medium. Ooh. Okay, now linear and narrow, which are good for zooming in, which I might use in a future project. Watch this space. As well as that, you also have video and photo, looping settings, photo mode, night mode, burst mode, time-lapse video, time-lapse photo, night-lapse photo. Obviously, I want to stick to the video for now. It tells you how much time you have left to record on your card. It tells you how much battery you have left, as well as settings side. You've got color, white balance, your ISO, your shutter, all the standard settings that you'd want to have a look at. Video stabilization is turned on. You've got auto low light, so it adjusts for me. Manual audio control, I have never tested, but let's see. Stereo only. So it's on. Oop, scroll down. GoPro, start recording. It doesn't like me. GoPro, start recording. Nope. So let's change that, shall we? Switch between stereo and wind reduction. Right. Well, I misunderstood what that meant then, but that's what the screen is like on the GoPro Hero 5 Black. We're looking at the screen on the back of the ThiEYE i60, a slightly different view this time because the lighting's getting bad, and this is actually easier here than it was. So turn it on. Nice little jingle. It says ThiEYE. And now, if I can try and focus on the display, which my phone doesn't want to do, you can see it says on video, 1080p, 60 frames a second. Tells you the date, which is currently wrong for some strange reason. It's not recording audio, which I think changes with that button there. As you can now see, the line has gone out. There is no card in it, because I only own one card, so it's in the GoPro. And I tried to put it in there, it deleted all my footage, because I needed to format it. I didn't realise it deleted it, so yay. The Wi-Fi is not on, but if you press the top button, you have the Wi-Fi, which means you can connect it to your phone or other devices. Now the settings, if I press the mode button on the front, you go through 12 megapixel camera, 720p 120 fps for the slow-mo footage, which is half the frames per second of the slow-mo on the GoPro. Keep in mind this is £200 cheaper. Stored imagery, which of course there's nothing on there. And then your settings, which you scroll through with these buttons. So you've got you've got all of the different modes, you've got all the different resolutions there. So I'll put that under that one. Video recording, yes, time-lapse footage, all that. Then I press the mode button again. It changes it onto the photo resolution. Press mode again, onto your exposure. So you've got white balance, Wi-Fi, 180-degree turnover, car mode, power frequency, LED indicator, display off, auto shutdown, data stamp, which is wrong anyway. Then you've got language, date and time, format, reset to factory settings, and then just come out of that. So that is the ThiEYE i30e. It's not quite as good a quality. I don't think you can see as much on the phone, because the phone itself is obviously recording another screen, which is never a good thing. But the quality is not quite there, but still very good. Both that and the GoPro have an app where you can view what is on your device on your phone, which is good for setting it up. So it's good to know. Of course, now leads to the question, do you spend only £40 on the ThiEYE i60e, or do you spend £200 for the more well-known brand and go for the GoPro, or see if you can find one even cheaper second-hand because they're so reliable? I forgot to mention the battery, because both of these on 4K last about an hour, but you can plug battery packs in via the USB ports. So I think the choice is entirely down to you, the viewer. Right, thank you for watching. If you like this and want to see more content, click like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Enjoy.